Hey guys. So we've got banana peppers going crazy in our garden. We've got some green beans we need to get harvested. We've got some beets that we're gonna get harvested too. I think these have sized up finally. And I haven't been here very much the last couple weeks. So we also have some weeds too. Our corn is almost done. I've been canning corn. We still have a few, I think, left on the stalk, like that one over there. That we will pick, and we'll either eat it fresh or get it canned. Our stevia's finally starting to slow down a little. We have some nice big cucumbers on here that we need to get picked. Actually got 2 bags in the fridge that I need to get canned of cucumbers, and our tomatoes. They are starting to get some ripe ones and some rotten ones. Yuck. Yucky. And so we're going to be doing some processing this week of beets and some green beans, some peppers, some cucumbers, and some carrots. I've got carrots. I need to start pulling these out before they start going to seed. And what I did last year was I pulled out about 1/3 of the row each time, and that helped. My hubby over here is going to help me get things under control. I've got crabgrass coming up in the garden over on that side. So that's about it. I've got some cabbage heads. I need to get some of this cabbage out of here. It's starting to get kind of ate up by the bugs. But I've got some nicer size ones. Also, I replanted beans over here, but the crabgrass is taking over here too. And our broccoli still hasn't made heads. I'm hanging on to hope that maybe it will go ahead and head out for us before the worms get to it, or caterpillars. And these beans, these are pole beans. I think I might need to get them trellised so that they can produce in the fall. And then I've got a watermelon here. And then this is Swiss chard that's still hanging on, so it doesn't look like it's bolted yet. It gets a lot of afternoon shade. I planted some peas. Everything's so dry. It's been so wet, and then it got super hot. So I've got to get these weeded this weekend, and the rest of this grass and stuff taken care of this weekend. Big job. I'll let you guys go so that I can get busy on this garden. Okay, I showed you guys earlier kind of what it looked like last night whenever we got home, and I wanted to take you through because we finally I just did get done weeding most of it. Now, there's 2 rows in here I'll show you that did not get completely weeded, and that's because they're fixing to come out and we're going to till those. First one is these beets. I showed you yesterday. A lot of them have sized up, and we're going to go ahead and harvest the rest of those. Also, I've got that little maple tree over there, and then I've got one over here in the beet row. We're going to harvest those this January or February, and move them different places around our yard so that we can use those as future shade. Our green beans, we got 2 bags of green beans off of those, so I'll be doing some processing canning, pressure canning this week. Also, we had a ton of peppers. I had bell peppers and banana peppers that we harvested. This is our alfalfa, and we harvested 1/3 of the row of alfalfa, and I've been using that as a type of medicine for my husband's acid reflux, and hoping to capsule our own, and I have a capsulate coming, and I hope I can do a video for you guys on that process. Right here in this space we had corn. My husband chopped it all down. We've actually got a pile right here, and we're going to take that to our calves, and he went ahead and tilled this all in for us, the rest of it, the roots. And we have a Malabar spinach. I would walk out there and show you guys. I don't know if you can see it out there, but we have a Malabar spinach vine I've got to get trellised. We also have a pumpkin vine down there, and I have thought about planting a few yellow squash for fall. This is our stevia, and our tomato plants and our cucumbers. We harvested a huge bag of cucumbers and a few tomatoes off of our vines already. We have had fresh salsa, and these are Rutgers, and they have stayed super short this year, but they've been producing like crazy. And we also have our cabbage. I'm fixing to pull the last of the cabbage because I'm getting caterpillars and cabbage moth worms real bad, and they're eating up the cabbage, so I'll just harvest those. And also we have radishes, and those are making little pods. I'll walk down there because the side isn't as wet. So if you let your radishes go to seed, they make these little pods like this, and these are seed pods. But if you catch them while they're young, they're really, really yummy to eat, and they taste like a really mild radish. So we like to harvest these for salads and other things. Sometimes I pickle them, but they're really good to eat, and so I always let some of our radishes that go to seed, I let them go ahead and go, so that we can have some pods. This row we didn't get completely weeded. I still have some grass in there. That is our carrots, and those I think I'm going to not overwhelm myself, and I am going to take them out 1/3 at a time and can those. And then our dill is going to seed, or starting to bloom, and it will be making seed before long. But I thought the blooms are always so pretty and bright. They bring butterflies and all kinds of pollinators to the garden. So I'm going to be picking some of those off for pickles. Like I said, I had a ton of cucumbers, so I will be processing those this week as well. Also, I let one of my red lettuces go to seed so that I could have seed for next year and future years. We have a random pepper plant here. And then I started, they look kind of sad, but I started some green beans, and as you can see, some of them are still pretty small, and some of them are just starting to sprout. So we will have a fall set of green beans as our spring green beans finish out. Also down on the other end I have peas. They're a shelling type pea, so we'll let those go ahead and go on into the fall. and I've got to get them trellised as well. I picked out most of the grass, and right now they're really starting to vine. They were wanting to vine up the grass that was coming up over here, so I got that all weeded out, and I need to get a trellis over here. And the last things are, we have cauliflower that has not yet headed. I don't know why. This is my first successful year actually getting it to grow. And we also have these random pole beans that came at Volunteer. I have 2 plants here, and I think they're going to start producing for me into the fall. I'm going to eat this one. My husband gets on to me because I eat in the garden all the time. And this is just some of our Swiss chard. I think I'm going to let that go ahead and go, and I'm going to plant some fresh for fall in front of these plants. Swiss chard, that is. So that is a July look at our town garden. I hope you enjoyed. Bless you.